Hey guys, still in Gilroy right now, as I'm sure you can tell, so I figured I'd catch up another movie that's been on my list for a long time. Shaun the Sheep, which is a movie that came out in 2015. It's made by the same people that made Wallace and Gromit and Chicken Run, I believe. It's got the same animation style, so I'm assuming it's the same people. This movie, if you don't remember this movie, this one kind of got crazy high ratings. Like, I think it's on 99% of Rotten Tomato right now. Just people just saying it's like one of the best damn movies of all time. It's so delightful, so wonderful, so charming. It's one of the best movies of the year. Yada yada yada. I think it's all right. I'm not gonna lie. I just realized the camera's tilted a little bit, but oh well. I do kind of feel like a jerk for this one. I'm not gonna lie. By the way, these are the people I'm currently house sitting. Hi, this is Shade. She's decided to sit in my lap, and this is Max. You may recognize them from years past, back when we were doing the Star Wars and cartoon series. Now I'm visiting them again. Now they're sitting very gently in my lap. They're distracted from the camera. They look like sheep, like black sheep. That they're very foofy. But I digress. So, apparently this is based on a TV show. I've never watched it. I guess to best describe why I think this movie is just fine. I think it's fine. I think it's cute. There are some technical things about it I think are really, really impressive. And I think it's why it always gets a lot of credit. And for those reasons, it definitely deserves it. If I have to analyze the overall package, I think it's perfectly reasonable. Like, it's kind of one of those it is what it is movies. Like, I'm not in love with it. I don't necessarily hate it. I just wasn't really interested in it. Now, a lot of that might have to be that this just isn't my kind of style. Now, I have a lot of respect for these animators. I know that, like, their claymation style is very, I don't want to say old-fashioned, but definitely relies more on, I want to say, classic styles. And, like, models are, like, actually made more of clay, which, again, to pull that off takes an insane amount of work, and make it run fluidly as it does is astonishing, and all that stuff is great. The movie is largely no dialogue, which is an ambitious task, especially for a kids movie these days. Yeah, there's not a single word of dialogue in the entire movie, unless you count the songs. So that's it. And as such, the visual storytelling in the movies is very interesting, and I'm sure there's a lot of sight gags, stuff like that, stuff that I missed. I laughed a couple times. I didn't really laugh my ass off or anything like that, but there were a couple chuckles here and there. Like I said, the visual storytelling is interesting. It's just not really a story that I'm all that interested in. When you really break it down, the story itself has a very been there, done that kind of style to it. It feels like the closest thing I can think off the top of my head is the pig episode from Hey Arnold. If you know what I'm talking about. So, now, I've never been, like, as much as I respect how much work goes into these projects and how hard claymation like this really is, and it's really insanely difficult work, I just never found the Wallace and Gromit style that particularly interesting to me. Maybe it's because I didn't grow up with it. Maybe it's because, that's not true. I grew up with it a little bit. I don't remember watching Chicken Run in theaters. I don't know. I just never liked the character designs. I never liked the character models. I've never found them visually engaging as far as that goes. So kind of going into this movie, as impressive as the animation is, I just did not really find it visually appealing to me. Which I guess in some cases, at least in some characters, you can argue is kind of the point. But there wasn't much in here to really grab me. Like, nothing here grabbed me. The story itself feels very cookie cutter. It feels very cliche. It's about a owner who loved his sheep when he first got them, but then he's lost touch with them, and then the sheep get really bored, so they try to take a day off, basically, and then things go wrong, and the farmer ends up in the big city with amnesia, and the sheep have to go and get him. And the rest that rest is kind of shenanigansy. And I guess like a lot of the humor here is slapstick and sight gags, and yeah, some of the sight gags are funny. The slapstick didn't really do it for me. I guess how much you like the movie really depends on how much you like slapstick, because that is about 90% of the humor in this, and that's not a bad thing. It just didn't really do it for me. Like I have to emphasize, I respect that people like this, and I can see why people like this. But for my money, it's just not something that I was like, ooh, yeah, that was totally worth it. And again, I feel like a jerk for saying that because I was reading some of the other reviews before I started recording, and I was thinking like, what did they see that I missed? Because I feel like I genuinely missed something, but I also don't care enough to rewatch it to find out. But because again, it's like for all the technical marvels this movie does, for all the fair amount of ambition, at least with how it tells its story, just nothing else did it for me. I didn't really care that much for the characters. I didn't really find the settings all that interesting. The actual plot elements, again, been there, done that a million times in other projects that I like more than this. There is a decent heart, but I never really felt moved, I guess. Like, I feel like I was supposed to, and I know a lot of other people did. And again, I have to compare this to other claymation movies that I like better, like Paranorman. I love Paranorman, or even, to a lesser extent, Nightmare Before Christmas. Those movies I just got more into. But I also think that both those films, just claymation films off the top of my head, are just a lot more visually interesting, while most of the scenery in this movie is farmland and big city, which I just don't find very interesting. And like a lot of the visual elements, again, while impressively animated, just feel like stuff I've seen before. Like they do Muppet Man in this movie. And I know it's not what it's called, but ever since, like, I was thinking how much I'd rather watch the Muppets while I was watching this, because I think Muppets is a much better movie. A bunch of other kids' movies, too, while we're at it. And also kind of the same vein, like I don't want people to think like, oh, Paranormal's better because it challenges the viewers more. Like, no, a movie doesn't need to be challenging to be better. It could be purely entertaining. That's kind of what the Muppets is a little bit, if I'm like drawing the nearest comparison. And that the Muppets kind of did a lot of stuff that this movie did, except I think I like that movie better because I think the characters are more interesting. And while the visuals had also kind of been done to death before, the way it was done still made it feel fresh. And again, I just kept being reminded of other projects I've seen while watching this. And that's not necessarily something you want in an animated film. Now, I know I'm on the minority on this, and I'm not saying I hate it. It just didn't grab me. I think it's like, I can't think of much else to say beyond that, other than just repeating myself over and over again. This is one of those cases where I know I'm in the minority. I'm not disrespecting anyone that likes it. I know this movie has a pretty huge fan base, and I can see why it's not for me. Like, it's kind of like My Little Pony. Like, at the end of the day, it's not my personal style. It's not the kind. And I love claymation. I think claymation's a very underutilized genre, and I wish more people did it. But at the same time, I also understand why they don't, because it is such hard work, and it takes patience beyond the kind I am even remotely going to try to understand. So I respect this movie for the choice to go with no dialogue. I think that was an ambitious choice. I have a huge amount of respect for it, for the animation department, and how much work went into making these claymations run as smoothly as they do. And there were a few moments that got me to laugh. I don't think I ever got more than a chuckle, but for what it was, it was fine. It's a perfectly harmless kids movie. Am I gonna say it's like the best movie of 2015? No. Is it my favorite claymation movie? No. It's just meh. It's fine. So yeah, I think that's all I got for this one. So I may have time for one more catch-up movie before I head back to San Jose later this week, and then I got to spend pretty much the next week and a half catching up on everything because I got a lot of shit to catch up on. I don't know what exactly I'll have time for. Deadpool 2, obviously. Probably book club because I still have to deal with Shades of Grey bullshit. And Shade is showing her ass to the camera because she wants to really boost those views. Yeah, show it, Shade. Ooh, stretch it out too. Yeah, that's what the viewers want to see. Little Pomeranian butthole. Alright, oh, you're done? Okay. Do you have your moment in the camera? Okay, that pooped you out, huh? Yeah, I bet. Oh, God. So, I think like I got Deadpool 2, book club, that Mother's Day movie that came out that I missed. I'm gonna try to see if I can go back and watch that. Really, I'm just gonna go look at the theaters and just see whatever the fuck I can. If there's anyone in particular that came out while I've been kind of in hiatus, let me know and I'll make sure to prioritize that outside of Deadpool 2, obviously, because that one's gonna happen. And I'll get to everything pretty much as soon as I get back into San Jose on Thursday. And yeah, as far as catch-up movies go, I think I still gotta see Wind River, and there's one more movie I'm forgetting that I need to go watch. So I'm gonna have to look at my list and go see that. But I think I'm largely caught up on what's been requested. So if you guys got any other movies that you want me to go see that's already that meets the catch-up requirements, send me a message, email, comment, whatever it is. Let me know, and I will make time for it. I'm so sorry this took so long as it did, but I'm finally on it now. I'm going to try to keep up with this stuff. It has been hard lately because I've been working my ass off lately. I'm trying to pay off a lot of credit card debt, and it's kind of a hit and miss process right now. If you would like to help out by donating or supporting Patreon, I'd really appreciate it personally because this is kind of an awkward place to announce this kind of stuff. When all the debt is paid off, that means I can start putting money down on more exciting projects I've wanted to do for a long time. I just haven't had the finances for it. But I'm also really excited, and we really want to try to grow. We're gonna be so especially next year. I think by the time everything's paid off, we're gonna do some ambitious stuff. We're trying to expand a bit more, expand the brand, expand what we can do, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, anything you guys can do to help us out would be great. Otherwise, you're helping us out just by watching and subscribing and doing all that. So thank you guys so much. I'm sorry if I disappointed you on my thoughts for Shaun the Sheep, the movie. But thank you for watching anyway. So I'll talk to you guys later. Now I gotta get up. Oh, sorry, dogs. Bye.